Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. I don't know how I'm functioning. I went to bed about 6:30. It's 11 as I'm recording this. 5 hours kip out of 36 hours so far, I feel. It's not good, but I had to get up because somebody decided that they wanted to get up and have a wee and go in the garden. That somebody, of course, being my dog. He's sitting there now looking at me, licking his lips. Hang on a second. Come here. Come here. Right, here he is. For those of you who haven't seen him before, this is my lad. Little schnauzer. Want a biscuit? Have a biscuit. Off you go. Anyway, he got me up. And so I thought I'd do a quick video. Now, incidentally, housekeeping. See, I fixed my flag eventually. Idiot. How did I not pick up that was upside down? Anyway, so the post-mortems will have begun. For the Tories, it was an absolute drubbing. I have never seen a defeat like it. Some very big names. I think, top of my head, something like 11 former cabinet ministers obliterated. Liz Truss gone. Now, I'm racking my brains. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm perfectly acceptable to believe that I may have made a mistake on this one. But I cannot think of a previous Prime Minister who was voted out of office. Not just as Prime Minister, but even an ex-Prime Minister losing the vote. I honestly can't think of one. It's weird, isn't it? Absolutely weird. So that's the Tories screwed with Liz Truss there, but of course all the others. Grant Shapps was a big one, wasn't it? Keegan and all sorts, loads of them. Anyway, loads of them, all gone, all down the dole queue again on Monday. But they'll be joined by quite a few SNP MPs as well. It's a shame. I think Flynn survived. Apologies. It's almost as though the people of Aberdeen have got a death wish, isn't it? Yes, we know the SNP want to completely destroy the oil and gas industry that we absolutely rely on. So let's vote for them. What? What's going through their minds? On top of that, you've got, what's her name? Joanna Cherry, my God, brain. So Joanna Cherry sadly loses her seat. She's one of the very few that I've got any respect for in the SNP. A very intelligent woman, a very capable woman. A woman who's actually quite well liked, obviously not well enough, by her constituents. But, a thorn, shall we say, in the side of Nicola Sturgeon. And I don't know if you were awake when it happened, but those of you who were will have been utterly satisfied when she gave her speech afterwards and was talking about it. And she absolutely laid in to Nicola Sturgeon. And the old camera cut to Nicola Sturgeon, and there's her face crumbling. She was not happy. Joanna Cherry running her down and blaming everything basically on Nicola Sturgeon. And saying what pig's ear she's made of everything. And she would be absolutely right. So you're losing these big names. Tommy Shepherd, another big one, another big gun, gone. Down to single figures. Now, that in and of itself is something I said. We were looking just yesterday even, but the last few days, and they were saying, they'll be down there looking at 17, 16, 17, maybe 18 seats. And I was saying on the air, on the channel here, with tactical voting, you can get that down. You can whittle them out, and we can possibly get down to single figures. And lo, it came to pass. I tell you, I keep doing this. I'm good, aren't I? I'm good. I can see the future. I'm not in any way, I'm not the Oracle of Delphi, of course. What I am is I look at the facts now. I look at the shape of things, and I can understand how people are thinking. It's called consequences. And, you can see the consequences of actions. It's not hard, unless you're in the SNP, of course. But getting them down to single figures is not only a massive, massive humiliation, but, of course, the worst thing of all is for the SNP ka-ching. All that short money, gone. All that 15% of MP salaries, gone. The old party treasurer will be sitting there putting out whatever hair's left and going, we're buggered. How are they going to raise that money? They've got no corporate sponsorship. They are now seen as a party of failure, a party that's rejected. The banks will be worried. They might foreclose on their loans. It may not take till 2026 to have an independence vote, to have a Holyrood election, because the SNP may well be gone well before that. It looks even worse for them, because it's not all the results. There's still very few results coming in. But it may be that the Tories gain a seat. I mean, this is just stunning stuff. It's a shame about Ross. He lost, but he's still an MSP, so he's not looking for a new job. But there was some strange results. I think my saddest of all last night, I think we're losing Jacob Rees-Mogg. I feel sad about that, because I've got to be honest, I really like Jacob Rees-Mogg. As a human being, you know, he's the most polite man, isn't he? And he's a character. And ultimately, you know, you do need these and he's an intelligent man, forensically minded. So I think the country's not done too well by losing him. But it is a weird election. We're moving into dangerous new times. We're moving into, the era of hard socialism. We've got 1,800 days or so left of hard socialism, and then whatever the fail is, we'll deal with it then. It's going to be tough. I think they'll change Britain for the worse. But we have to put up with it and then vote accordingly. Now, of course, I haven't mentioned the elephant in the room. And that is, how on earth can the party that pulls the third biggest amount of votes only end up with 4 seats? How come the party which polled fourth biggest number end up with 60 votes? I don't know what the exact numbers are. As I say, I went to bed and I haven't checked since. But the voting system in this country is not reflective of the will of the people, is it? It's the system we got, and it's the system we have. But, I do feel sorry for Farage. I mean, as I say, whatever the final result will be, I don't know. But it is what it is. But it's going to worry the Tories. They are going to be very, very, very worried. And what Farage says last night needs to worry Labour as well. He says, we came after the Tories. He says, and we took the Tories on. He says, now we're coming after Labour. And I think he may well do it. And they have that base now. It's going to be absolutely cracking. Hope it lasts. Anyway, I'm going to go and get myself something to eat. A cup of tea. I think I'm coming down with that cold my wife was so generous with. And I may have another little doze. But I want to thank every one of you. Those who went through the night with me, watching my videos and putting up with me. Thank you very, very much. I will probably stick a couple more out today, but in between doses, I feel. Have a great day, guys. I'll do a final update and we'll do a final post-mortem later once all the last results come in. And we'll see what the true situation is. But what weird times we live in. Thanks a lot. Bye.